What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking Love Island Season 7, Episode 7. Y'all, half of the episode was people arguing and talking. And the person that was giving me a headache was Ace. Him and Amaya's arguments, I swear they had like, what, 4 or 5 different conversations. I probably am over exaggerating. I got my notes, but I feel like it was up there. Ace, what the fuck? Like, you literally have dropped. Like, you have dropped. Like, this episode, Ace was weird as fuck, y'all. I don't know what is going on with him, but I'm not liking it. So, yeah, Ace is going to get dragged in this video. Just letting y'all know that now. Ace is getting dragged. But before we get into the Ace dragging, remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? Thank you guys so much. I'm closely getting there with me constantly putting out these videos. I see my engagement is slowly starting to come up for my Love Island videos. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I'm going to be here all season long. They did drop the Beyond the Villa trailer. I'm still contemplating if I want to do that or not. If you think I should, drop down in the comment section. But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and get to this motherfucking episode, y'all. Alrighty, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Y'all know what it is. I got to get my handy dandy notes on the screen. All right, so we start off the episode like how it ended. It ended with Miss Beldasha. May she rest in peace. She ain't dead, y'all. She has finally left the villa. Again, Beldasha, sweet girl. But honestly, I still feel like this was not the show for her. It was not the show for her. I'm sorry, but I am gonna miss seeing her. She was like, I can see how she's a light and she lights up the room. I will miss that from her. So then we get Sierra and Nick talking after Beldasha leave. He tells Sierra that oh wait, what I write? Oh, Nick tells Sierra that that after he talked to Bella, he made it seem like he told her that felt like he was gonna pick her. And then Sierra asks, did you make her feel that way? Like, what did you say to her to make her think you was gonna pick her? Nick, lying ass, talking about oh no, I didn't tell her anything. I just told her that I liked the both of y'all. Okay, Nick. And then he says that with Bella being gone, now he can finally give 100% to Sierra, which I hope. Like, who else in that villa can you give the other 50 to? So he does say that his now that he can finally be open, because he probably felt like him being affectionate with Sierra when Bella was in the house kind of made Bella feel weird, and vice versa. So he says now his attraction has gone even up with Sierra. Nick, don't you do my girl Sierra wrong, but I have a feeling it's coming. Oh, I have a feeling it's coming. Oh yeah, when I write, oh yeah, Charlie and Hannah, they talk. Yep, we moving on. And then we have Huda and Jeremiah. I don't know if this was in the same sequence, because I remember I was rewatching and noticed I forgot to write this scene down because it's Huda and Jeremiah. But so Huda and Jeremiah talk. And then Huda, she's still upset that Bella is not going to be in the house no more. And then she says how she was close to Beldasha, saying how she was like a little sister to her and everything. And then she says how she was shocked that Nick picked Beldasha over. That she was shocked that Nick didn't pick Beldasha. He picked Sierra. And then she says like, oh my God, why are men like this? And then Jeremiah gives her like a stank face. He's like, wait, don't just say like men. Like, women is the same way too, which I gotta agree. I'm a woman. I'm a woman, and I don't want to agree with the man when he says that. But women the same way too, because because it's been seasons of Love Island when the girl had done the same shit that Nick did, so it's not rare. So then all of a sudden, then Huda asks Jeremiah, so where do you see our relationship? Like, where do you see this going? He says that he only is interested in her, and he's only focusing on her. Same old, right? So then we jump over to Ace and Amaya. They talk. Now this started the foreshadowing, the theme of the episode, the rest of it. So after the recoupling and then Beldasha leaving, Ace pulls Amaya in for a talk. And then Ace comes out and says that even though he did pick Amaya, he does want to explore. He wants to explore what could be of their relationship. He is saying how he's a slow burner. He doesn't want any affection. So he says like no kissing, no touching. The minimal he can do is cuddling, but only if he knows he really likes you. And then Amaya says, wow, that gives very much player vibes. And Amaya felt that because Amaya, how she came in to the villa, how she was kind of she was trying to go for Jeremiah, but I really think in her head Ace was her first choice, but in Jeremiah was like on the back burner. She, like, the conversations that they had before, she really felt like Ace was feeling her and she was feeling him. So she thought because he picked her, he was open to, to exploring their relationship, because, and then so they can build up from there. And then what happens, and then, oh yeah, and this is when she starts crying, because she says, so in her head she's thinking like, so what was the reason for you picking me, if like you basically picked me for the recoupling so we can be a couple, but you don't want us to act like a couple, like you want us to act like friends. And Ace, and then like she basically started crying, and Ace said he respects her feelings and apologized if he made her feel some kind of way. And then that's how that ends. Now this is what I talk about before I get into it later, because it happened a lot later in this episode. At first, when I was watching it in real time, I was thinking, okay, I can understand Ace, him not wanting to be so closed off, because he sees what's going on with Jeremiah and Huda, and he doesn't want to be that couple where he's all in, and probably, and I still think this in the back of his head, he's still thinking about Shelly. But like, if that's like, you could have picked Shelly and could have done this with her, but I just don't understand. So yeah, so then at the moment, think of me watching this and not seeing the rest of the episode, I was thinking, okay, Amaya really can't be that much upset because he wants to go and explore. But then later on in the episode, as the more Ace is talking and the more they started talking, I started seeing that Ace was really being weird. So in this moment, I was on Ace's side, but we're gonna get into that later. So then the next one we have, so Amaya, she leaves that conversation with Ace because she's like about to have a fucking panic attack. So Huda is talking to Jeremiah. So she goes and pulls Huda for a talk. Very interesting that she wants to talk to Huda, even though Huda was, being very disrespectful to her behind her back, not in front of her face. So she pulls in Amaya, just like she is like bawling, like she is crying. And then she's basically saying like, did you just like pick me just to be safe and everything of that? And then you want to go and explore and be a player and everything? And then Huda is like basically trying to console her and everything. Then we jump over to Ace, and he's talking to he's talking to the guys. Ace, he's saying that he's just not into cuddling until he's sure he likes a person. And then Jeremiah asks him, so if she asks you for a cuddle, are you gonna say no? And he says he's gonna say no. Interesting. So then Huda is just like trying to talk Amaya up, saying like, don't make it seem like you're trying to chase him. Let him earn you. Like, you're the catch. These men are something that I really didn't agree with. So that's basically what that ends. Then we jump over to Austin and Shelly. They talk. Shelly says that she loved Austin's speech when at the recoupling, and she loves his personality. And she says he's attractive. And that he checks everything on her list. God damn it. I just wish I can put some vibes over there. I really wish I could be like, woo, and tell Shelly like, honey, Austin is not the one. Austin is very like, he reposted some nasty things about black women, and he's a Trump supporter. So that should tell you right there. Oh God, it hurts to see my girl like this, that she's going out to Austin. It hurts me so bad. It burns me up. Fuck you, Ace, because Shelly's put back in the situation. Oh my Lord. So anyway, we jump over. So then we have so the girls, they're still getting ready to go to bed. Their girls are in their little makeup area. Alandria tells the girls that she was blindsided. It took her by surprise that Nick picked Sierra and not Bella, because they had kissed in Soul Tides the night before. And then she's saying this, Sierra's in the room, right? But Alandria, but the way they made it seem like from the preview that she was talking to the girls and she didn't know Sierra was right there, but it was very clear and obvious Sierra was sitting right there. But come to find out, the reason why she said it, because she thought that Sierra already knew, because she was probably thinking that either Bella told her or Nick, the person who was supposed to tell her, told her. And Sierra says that she didn't know. And she's upset that Nick didn't tell her, because she's saying that she's putting together that it makes sense why Bella thought that Nick was going to pick her, because you were literally making out with her the night before. And then, so now Sierra is pissed off, and she says, damn, like I was really happy. She thought that this night they're going to be recoupling, they were going to cuddle and everything like that. Now she don't even want to do that. Now Shelly tells her, you need to, don't talk about it tonight. Just bring it up tomorrow and see if he's up front with you. Good thing, Shelly. So then, yep, we getting ready for it's bedtime. We get a little quick clip of Charlie saying what Nick did today was crazy, basically sending Bella home. And I have Hannah. She's happy to cuddle up with Charlie, and Charlie's just happy he's cuddling up with somebody. But I don't know. I don't want to be a hater, y'all. Do y'all believe in this Hannah and Charlie relationship? Do y'all believe it's gonna go somewhere? Because he's in the UK and she's in America, and I'm not trying to put them, because they are not no Leah and Miguel. They're not a Leah and Miguel. So I just think Charlie is just happy that somebody came in here and gave him attention, because none of the OGs gave him no attention. So that's why I'm not really too much into this whole Hannah and Charlie. They're just there. I'm not invested. But what do y'all think? That's just my opinion. And so then we have, where I was at, oh yeah, Huda and Jeremiah, they're making out as usual. And then I threw this in there. So you know how they do a flash of everybody going to sleep, right? So they do a flash of everybody sleeping, right? It shows Nick and Sierra. From what it looked like, it seems like Nick wanted to cuddle Sierra. And Sierra was not here for it because she was still in the back of her mind. Good thing about that, Sierra. But I really thought she was about to go in there and just like give him like the making out of his life. But she was like, no. You stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. Good thing for you, Sarah. So we jump over. It's the next day. The interesting. Alandria says that she decides today that she gonna make breakfast for Taylor. I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. So then we have Ace. Because Amaya said she likes coffee, so he doesn't know how to make coffee. Which, really, I thought all black people knew how to make coffee. Because Alandria didn't know how to make coffee either. Like, huh? And like and now they make coffee so easy. All you gotta do is put the little pods in there. Unless they using the ground coffee, which I don't know who uses ground coffee no more. It just shocked me that they didn't know how to use coffee. So then we have so Ace brings Amaya breakfast. Austin brings Shelly breakfast, and then Charlie brings Hannah breakfast. Cute, right? So then we have Ace and Taylor. They're talking. Oh, I didn't notice this. Taylor is wearing some pimple patches. You should have gave one to Nick, because that pimple that he got that's sitting right there on his face, it's bothering the hell out of me. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. So then we have Taylor says that the physical attraction with Elandria is not there. And then Ace, being funny, says, she's cooking for your dumb ass. Like, dude, she is cooking. Like, I don't even have a woman cooking for me. Basically what he was saying. And then Ace is basically telling Taylor that he needs to step up before he loses Alandria, because him doing all the slow stuff is she's not gonna wait. Now it's very interesting reading this back. Ace, you saying that, knowing what you do later, what you did at the beginning of the episode and what you do later on. Like, ugh. And then, also, again, I can talk about it right now. Okay, so then I said Taylor and Alandria, they talk like after they're sitting down eating their breakfast. I wrote down there is absolutely nothing there with Taylor and Alandria. I don't know who was the ones that was rooting for them. I never saw it. Go back and watch my episode 1 review when they got together. Never saw it. I never saw it. And then the whole time I'm sitting here like Alandria, and what's irritating me really about Taylor, because first of all, Taylor, if y'all don't know the tea, Taylor apparently has a girlfriend back home, and she knows that he's coming on here. He just said he wants to come on here to do his modeling career. Then he's going to go back home and be with his girlfriend. And now that makes so much sense as to why he's acting the way he's acting, because Alandria is gorgeous and she seems like she is an amazing woman. I don't understand like how you're not. I just don't understand, but now that makes so much sense. But the whole time, like, Alandria is literally like pouring her heart out. She's saying how, like, we don't talk about our relationship. We have to do this. Like, do you see something there? Like, she's really giving her all to this man, and he is not making no eye contact with her at all. I've noticed that a lot of times when Taylor and Alandria be talking, Taylor don't be making any eye contact with her. She be looking at him, like trying to talk to him, like trying to like have conversation, like as a couple should. Well, as a couple on the show should. And he's just not giving it to her. And Alandria says she just needs something more physical. Like, you don't want to put your hand on my leg, just hold her. If you want to just put your hand on my thigh, if you want to hold hands, if you want to do something or cuddle, because they have not cuddled either. Like, Austin and Shelly has not been cuddling. Ace ain't been cuddling with nobody. And Taylor and Alandria have not been cuddling. It's like day 5, I think, or day 6 in this house. And y'all have been together, like, the couple since day 1, and y'all still don't have that physical attraction. And other people, how is Hannah and Charlie doing more than y'all? How was Amaya doing stuff with Austin more than y'all? Not making sense. But yeah, Taylor and Landra, I don't see it. Like I said, I see it so much more as a friendship, like I said. But again, this ain't Friendship Island, like Amaya said. But yeah. So then let's jump over. We have Sierra and Shelly, they're talking. Sierra basically saying that she really can't enjoy like her and Nick officially being a couple with nobody with no other distractions because of the information that she got. And then she says that what she said? She said that these things need to be addressed. You know, like the lying, all this kind of stuff. She said if this stuff continues on, if this is not addressed, then she can't be with Nick. Smart. So then we have Ace is talking. Ace is talking to Taylor and Alandra, and he's asking if Jeremiah and Huda's love is real. Now, both Taylor and Alandra said that they want to hope and believe that it is real. Ace is saying that something is off because, and she says that it seems like Huda is more invested than Jeremiah is, and I don't want to be a hater, but I'm tending to believe it. I always have this. I don't know what it is about me. I've said this a lot in my past videos, not my Love Island videos, but my other videos that I do on my channel. It's just something about me. I always have like an intention when something ain't right and when someone's not good. I always have that intention, and I don't understand. Like, I don't know why I'm pushing towards believing Ace when he says that he feels like something is off with Jeremiah, and he don't really think that he's not really into Huda the way she's into him. It seems like Huda is way, way, way more invested. Like I said before, Huda came on the show because she wants a stepdaddy. And when we get into their date later on, it very much seemed like that's what she wants. That's what it seemed like to me. Just saying. And then Ace is saying, being closed off this early, you'll end up being bored. Could be true about some people, but then other people are just like, it's love at first sight, you know. But, you know, I'm 50-50 on it. Then all of a sudden, you know, Jeremiah, he gets a text. So Huda and Jeremiah are going on a date. Yay! And then, it was nice to see them, you know, being out the house away from everybody else and just seeing them too, even though it's like, I really don't care much about the relationship because I just don't believe in it. I just really don't. It's just something about it. I don't believe in it. Just don't. Maybe that's just me. So yeah, so the girls are getting Huda ready and the boys are getting Jeremiah ready. So they go in there, they go into a water park, and I'm jealous. That water park looks so motherfucking fun. I love water parks. I love water slides. I love them. I love them. I love them. I want to get on that water slide so bad. I want to go in there so bad. They made me miss Carowinds and Wet and Wild. Like I miss places like that. So what happened after that? Oh, so while they're on their date, I know that Jeremiah asked is Huda's daughter if she knows how to swim. She said that she learned at 2 or 3, and then Jeremiah said, "Oh, she probably been to me because I think he said he couldn't swim." And again, let's please not keep on this whole stereotype of all black people can't swim. And me saying that ain't no good because I can't swim neither. But let's stop the stereotype about the new generation changing because we don't need this whole black people can't swim no more. Okay, so then we have Ace and Nick talk. And they're talking, and then Taylor entered. Did I skip something? Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't skip that. Okay, so Ace and Nick are talking in the bathroom, and then this when Taylor walks in. Nick says that he was surprised that Ace picked Amaya. Ace says that because Ace is telling them about the conversation that him and Maya had after the recoupling, like literally right after they were coupling. So Ace says that he was kind of upset that Amaya had called him like a player, and Ace is rethinking his pick. He's saying, "Did I make the wrong choice?" You did, but I mean, to us, that I think that's what almost everybody online is saying about Ace. It's because the way he's explaining, it's like you want to explore, you want to be a player, because like almost every bombshell that's done came in his house, you literally have been open to talking to them. I know that's like a part of exploring, but like at some point you gotta be like, okay, when I'm gonna like, you know, just talk down to this one person, because it's like you can't be like coupled up with this person, and then every new girl bombshell that comes in the house, you're just open to talking to them. It's like, when are you going to be like, okay, I need to start like focusing on who I'm really into, I'm really really liking, which could have been Shelly if you stop fucking playing, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. So then we jump back over to Huda and Jeremiah's date. And then, interesting, she did bring up like the child's dad, because I kept wondering like what's going on with the baby daddy. Like, or do they have a good relationship? I really hope he's not no deadbeat. So she says that her daughter is with her dad on the weekends, and they have a really good co-parent relationship. It's really easy. Good for them. I'm glad to hear that. And then all of a sudden they start talking, and I think Jeremiah said, "Would she even like me?" She said. So it's giving me, because remember Huda said she doesn't let a man meet her daughter. So is this like some that when she gets out of here, she wants her daughter to immediately meet Jeremiah. Bad idea. Bad idea. And then also she also says in this moment, they're talking, she says, I'm okay with you talking to other people. No, you're not. You're not okay with him talking to other people, because 2 girls has talked to him and you have interfered every single time. Every single time. Every time he talked to somebody else, you've interfered. When he talked to Sierra, you interfered. And when he talked with Amaya, you interfered. Stop lying. Okay. So then we go over to Sierra, Shelly, and Alandria. They're talking about Huda and Jeremiah, their overall relationship. Alandria said, and then Alandria said something that we thinking the same damn thing, Goo. Alandria says that their relationship had raised a red flag when Jeremiah said that he doesn't want to know immediately on day one. He's saying he didn't want to get to know anybody else. He just only wanted to know Huda. And that's like, again, moving so fast after only knowing this person for just a couple of hours. Like, mind you, they were acting this way immediately when they coupled up. Immediately when they coupled up, they started acting like they were already married and everything like that. Like they were not open to talking to nobody else. That is a red flag. Like you're not even like when anybody, because no other guys approaching Huda. The girls who try to talk to Jeremiah, he's instantly closed off. Like he does not is not listening to what they're saying. He's not making any eye contact. He is just like there because he has to be there. So it is a red flag, and it's something that Huda, you need to be paying attention to. But she's so in love right now that she can't see that shit. So then we have Huda and Jeremiah, and we're going back to their date. Huda says that they basically talk about the future, what they see themselves outside of the villa. Huda said that she potentially sees them living together. And Jeremiah says that he's willing to do long distance until the lease is up, and then they can live together. If it don't work out, then they can spread their wings. Do you know how a lease works? Because like, okay, the lease is up and then y'all live together. Y'all got to sign a lease. And I don't know what kind of lease, if you sign like a 6 or 7 or 8 month or a 1 year lease, but if you guys break up in the middle of that, one of y'all got to break that lease. Just saying. But yeah, they talk about all this kind of stuff. I was like, okay, like to me, it's still early to be talking about living together. And because she lives in North Carolina, we're in the same state as me. He lives in LA. That's a 3-hour time difference. Making that big move. No. So then we jump back over to the villa. We have Austin and Nick talking. And then Austin says, I got something I gotta tell you. You can't tell nobody. Pinky swear. Mwah. Like, okay. Austin says, tells Nick that he had made out with Amaya the day before. And he tells Nick that he doesn't want nobody to know, which I don't understand why he doesn't want nobody to know. I don't think nobody would be upset about that unless he just don't want Ace to know, but I don't think you should be upset about that. Okay, so then we have, another Ace and Amaya talking. And I thought it was going to go good because, she apologized about her being so overly emotional from what he told her last night. And then, and she said it was wrong. And I feel like she did take it too far with being emotional. I can see why she was upset. But the crying like, I like, girl, you only knew him for like 12 hours. Like, calm down. But then she says that she appreciates that he was honest with her about, like his boundaries and everything. And if you notice it, because I've noticed it before, she calls him babe. But she's not meaning it in like a romantic way, because I know girls just like Amaya who calls people babe, who calls people sweetheart, my love, honey, and all this kind of stuff. That's just their lingo, and that's just the way they talk. So then, because he asks Amaya, what do you call your partners? Like, you have a nick. She said, I'd have a nickname for them, but then I do also call them babe. And then she proceeded to call him babe. And then he says, babe, the word babe is a lot for him. What? Like, I don't really see much wrong with the word babe. And she explained it. She said that that's just the way she talks. Like, and she says that she calls everybody that. And we've like watched the last 2-3 episodes we don't saw her on. She literally has called everybody babe. She's gonna call the girls babe. Well, Shelly probably likes it, but she said it to every single person. So I can see if she was only saying that to Ace, but we literally see video footage on camera of her calling everybody babe. But like, and I know girls who are just like that. That's just the way they sound. And she seems like she talks like that in her regular life. So it's really hard for her to kind of turn it off. So then Ace wants his boundaries respected, which I feel like she is trying to do that. And then Ace, and then like while they're talking this whole time, like every time he kept saying something, she just kept like interrupting him. Like that's the one thing, because I'm not off Amaya just yet. It's still something about like Amaya that I really like, because I think she's just a sweet, fun person. But the one thing that she is pissing me off with, because she did it last episode or the episode before last when it was her and Jeremiah was talking. Every time they talk, she kept interrupting them. Like every time, like someone couldn't even finish a sentence before she just kept jumping right on there. That's the one thing I'm not liking about her. She needs to calm that down, because I know how I am. And if somebody does it to me, we got to go off and we see what's going on next week. Oh, I'm not ready for that. I'm not. But while and he ends up saying how she's being so passive aggressive because she's trying to explain it. And then she slips up and says babe again. And then she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She said, I'm sorry, sir. I was like, but then she goes off on him again. She kept talking about some, listen, I know my worth. Okay. I know it. And I was like, you tell him, girl, you tell him, because, and I want to talk about it right here. And now I'm talking about it a little bit later. This is where Asa started getting like a little weird, because you're talking about how like you don't want any affection. Like what you like, why did you come on Love Island if you don't want to be affectionate with nobody? Like I'm trying to figure out how, when you literally kissed half the house on episode 1, and then you kissed Shelly on the forehead episode 2 or 3. But then when it comes to Amaya, like you don't want her like kissing on you, you don't want her like hugging you, you don't want her like grabbing, holding your hand, you don't want her doing nothing. You want her to like, it's like 6 feet apart, like we in COVID or some shit. Like what's going on? Like I just didn't understand him in this sense, and this is when it really hit me. And Amaya was right what she said early in the episode. You just picked me to stay safe because you just want to go and explore. And he probably thought him telling Amaya that she was instantly gonna be okay with it, that they can just like basically be in this just to be safe, like kind of how what Taylor and I feel like Taylor and Alandria is doing, but more so probably Taylor a little bit, just picking each other but just to stay safe, because that's the safe pick, so they don't go home, because nobody wants to go home. Like y'all in Fiji and you're on Love Island, who wants to go home? I feel like that's what Ace was, his intentions were, and Amaya just wasn't down with that. It's like, dude, like you don't want to do anything recoupling, which she could have been with Austin. As much as I don't like Austin, she really could have been with Austin, because Austin was giving her that. Austin was giving her that affection that she wanted. She really could have been with somebody else that was not going to tell her to do all these things. Like you are telling her all these things that you're on the show to do. Like this is where Ace was getting fucking weird. But yeah, we move on. So after that, Ace and Nick are talking. Ace is talking to Nick on the dock, and she's talking about he's talking to him about the whole babe comment, and then Nick wants to talk about some, man, that can be like really, really romantic. Like, Nick, shut the fuck up. But like, again, like it's not, especially if she's calling everybody babe, like how is that romantic? I just feel like that's just the way she talks, and she explains that's the way she talks, and I believe her when she says that. So then Amaya's also talking to the girls about her and Ace's talk. And then what happened? And then she just basically saying like, he's mad that I say this. He said like, it's like, well damn. And she basically saying like, well damn, like what do you want me to do? Like you keep coming with me, having all these boundaries. Like, can I do anything with you? Like, what is this? And I'm with her 100%. I am. And then Nick tells Ace that he needs to talk to Shelly, basically. But that's what everybody been saying. I think he knows that, and I just don't think it's clicking for Ace really quickly. So then, speaking of that, Ace pulls Shelly in for a talk, one of their many talks, and Austin is mad. Austin was having a fucking panic attack in this one. He's mad that Ace just keeps on continuously talking to Shelly. Like it's been like that since day fucking one. So then Austin basically is going off. He says that he doesn't want to be in a triangle. So then we jump over to Shelly. She's talking. Her and Ace are just basically talking. He asked her, did she feel some kind of way when he didn't pick her? She says, I kind of did, but you know what? But she understands that he wants to explore and she wants him to do that. And then he's like going down his list about what kind of girl that Ace likes. And then Shelly says the realest shit. She said, I am not trying to be the perfect girl for Ace. I'm just trying to be me. And if that means that we're meant to be together and I'm not the perfect girl for you, then that's just how it is. Shelly, like queen, that's what she is. And then we jump back to Austin, and Austin, mind you, Austin's talking to Charlie, ranting about this. Austin says that if Ace would like he's like so tired of like this whole like what's the right word to say it? Like, he's tired about this of this whole like cat and mouse game. I think that Shelly, like, well, Ace is like trying to play with Shelly. He basically says that if Ace wanted Shelly so bad, he should have just picked her because he picked before me. So you had an opportunity to take her, and then he could have had Amaya. But he feels like Ace is expecting Shelly to chase after him, and she's not the chasing type at all. Y'all really got me agreeing with the Trump supporter. I cannot believe y'all got me agreeing with Austin. Like, y'all got me agreeing with Austin. Hell has frozen over. Because he's right. Like, Shelly don't give you the type that she gonna chase after you. And I feel, and now that he says that, that's exactly what is given. It's given that Ace wants Shelly to constantly chase after him. And because she's not reciprocating that, I think that's probably why he's not like, he hasn't like picked her. I don't know what Ace is doing, but I don't know what Ace wants. But it's weird. Okay, weird. But yeah, we move on. Huda and Jeremiah, they return. And they tell everybody about the day. I'm not going to break down everything that they said. So we get to the nighttime scene. The girls ask Sierra about, did she talk to Nick about the kiss? Now mind you, this whole entire day, like after when they was out, this whole entire day, I hadn't seen Nick and Sierra being together at all. So I don't know why Nick didn't think something was amiss here, because it seemed, because before this, like, they were always together. If he wasn't with Bella, he was always with Sierra. It didn't seem like Sierra like went to Nick at all. I guess because she was still boiling mad or something like that. She didn't want to go off on him. That's why she was keeping her distance. I don't know. But she says no, she was going to tell him tonight. And then Amaya says that her and Ace are going through. And y'all, they are. And they gave me a headache this whole episode. It was so hard to watch, y'all. I was like, oh, this is so cringy, because it was so good. It was I don't even know if it was really good TV. It was stressful TV. But yeah, so then we get Ace. He's jumping over to we jump over to the guys. Ace is talking to the boys. He's telling some, we done had 3 conversations and she's called me babe. Like, huh? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But we move on. Shelly and Alandria, they're talking. Now, this is funny, y'all. Shelly and Alandria are talking because Shelly's telling Alandria about her talk with Ace. And she basically saying how, like, I'm kind of giving you the reasons that I want to be with you, and it's like you're not reciprocating. It's like you're trying to play with me. And then he keeps wanting to say how he wants to explore. And he said, and then Alandria said, like, how much time do you need to explore? And then Shelly said he think he Dora some shit. I didn't catch that until a little bit after. Then I'll tell you, I laughed because I didn't catch that shit. Dora the Explorer, that's clever. And then Alandria said he must be thinking he's Christopher Columbus. I love this. You know, I love the black girl magic. I love the black girl magic. Black girls can be friends on TV because we don't have a lot of them because they want to fight each other. I love seeing this so much. It made me laugh so much. So then Shelly's like basically telling Alandria that I need to like stop trying to like stop thinking that something is going to work out with me and Ace. I feel like I need to start hanging out with Austin some more. I don't want her doing that, but for her sake and for her, because I was never really, because I've been saying maybe Ace will want Shelly later down the line, but now the way Ace is acting, I don't want Ace with Shelly. Shelly, fine. Where are the men bombshells? I swear to God, I thought they were gonna bring 2 or 3 men bombshells on this episode. If we don't get no male bombshells in the next episode or 2, I swear to God, y'all, like, what is going on? Like, they need to bring some male bombshells in there for Alandria and for Shelly, because the ones right now, no, because Charlie was a bombshell and he's over there with another bombshell, so that didn't work out nowhere else. So yeah, and then Alandria talks about her and Taylor, basically saying how she just wants more from Taylor. So then, we get an interesting scene, y'all. So it jumps over to Huda and Jeremiah. They're talking. She just saying like, oh my God, I just love how calm you are, and I love that I get to do this and this. I just love that so much about you. Then all of a sudden she asked him, are you closed off? And he was like, it's early. And then she says, are you waiting for someone better to come along? And then he was like, wait, how did you get that? Like, I highly doubt that someone's going to come in here and catch my eye the way you did. Bring somebody in there for Jeremiah. Like, we don't need no other women bombshells right now. Wait later. We need a man bombshell in there. And if they bring the male bombshell in there and they bring just one woman, it needs to be a foreign, exotic woman with a fat ass and a good rack of titties to turn to Jeremiah's head. She needs to be cute. She needs to be fine, okay? Bring her in there, and we need to see this crash out happen on live TV. I swear, Bring them in there. Bring them in there right now. Okay, please. I need to see this. But then, what did I write after that? I said, yeah, how did this conversation turn into that? It was just weird. Y'all just went on this great water park date talking about y'all future. And it turned into this. Like, I was confused. But yeah. We get, again, Taylor and Alandra talking again. I'm so sick of seeing Taylor. It's nothing against my girl Alandra. I love Alandra. It's just Taylor that I don't really care for. They talk. And she says that she doesn't feel secure and confident in their connection, even though she does. She says like she really does like him. I want to do it with Alandra too. Get something up in there to tell her. Taylor got a girlfriend, honey. He does not care about you. And I just know if they stay together all the way to the end, unless there's whenever it's early enough, we can like vote them out. But I don't want to vote them out because I want Alandra to stay. So that's why I need Alandra to couple up with somebody so Taylor can leave. So then she don't make it all the way to God forbid she don't make it all the way to the end. And she comes out, she leaves, and Taylor goes back to his girlfriend. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that for my girl. I don't want that at all. But then Taylor apologizes. I don't think he meant it. And then they do kiss. She said that's the first time they kiss ever since that challenge. Like, was that like a day or two? Damn. And then they go into the photo booth and they full on make out. It just goes down in that photo booth, I guess. Nick and Sierra done started. It just goes down in the photo booth. I think after he said that, now everybody want to go to the photo booth and just get freaky up in there. I guess so. So then finally, Sierra and Nick, they finally talk. It's nighttime. Like, the Sierra and Nick doesn't seem like Sierra didn't talk to Nick all day. So they finally talk, and then she brings up, were you ever going to tell me about the kiss with you and Bella? And then Nick is stuck. And he was like, I was planning to tell you, but, everything was going on, and I just didn't know what to do. Lying ass. You didn't want to tell her. Oh, he told me something he wouldn't tell her before the girls told her. Like, you should have known, knowing how Bella is. Bella told them. And everything like that. He told me something he wanted to make sure to tell her before the girls told her. You didn't plan on telling her at all. You weren't thinking up here. You were thinking down there. And then he says he talking about how that big decision for him made him forget to tell her. Okay. So then Sierra forgave him, which I kind of already knew was going to happen. I feel like, because I don't want to give Nick the benefit of the doubt, but I got to. I feel like they feel like because Nick was still trying to figure out who he wanted between Sierra and Bella, and mind you, he was kissing all up on Sierra, and then him and Bella finally kissed at that challenge. So I'm guessing she's not too mad that he kissed her because they're not together, but it was still best for you to tell her because you were so quick to tell Bella that you kissed Sierra when you was in the hideaway. So why the fuck didn't you do it with Sierra and vice versa? So I think that's probably what Sierra was doing, but I kind of had a feeling she was gonna go off him. She was gonna forgive him, but I was wanting her to go off him just a little bit better, just a little bit. But I don't think she wants to really hold that over him because Bella's not there. We'll see. I don't know if they're gonna bring her back for Casa. Who knows how Nick's gonna act? But she did say that if something like this does happen again, she ain't gonna be so much forgiving next time. I'm gonna hold you to that, Sierra, because I still love you, girl. But please do not piss me off because I will go off on your ass. Okay. So then we have Ace and Amaya. They talk for the last time this episode, and oh my Jesus, I could tell because it just seems like maybe that's just me because I can just tell that every time Ace sits Amaya down, like it seems like Amaya gets annoyed because I feel like on her perspective, she feels like she saying like, you tell me your boundaries and I'm respecting that. Like, I'm not a little ass kid. Like, I hear what you're saying. And then the whole time she's saying that, like, Ace is like, it seems like Ace is doing this to piss her off. I don't know if that's me because while they're talking, he's sitting there just smirking the whole time. And you could tell Ace was really getting annoyed at Amaya. And then this was the moment like she really was every time he talked, she just kept speaking over him. Then he ends it with something that girls don't ever want to hear. I'm open for us to just be friends. You don't ever tell a girl like that when she's mad that way, Ace. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And this is what I'm gonna end off here with Ace. I don't want Ace to leave because he's giving us the TV and he's clocking Jeremiah, which I do like, but now it's starting to get a little weird. Like you're so obsessed with Huda and Jeremiah's relationship. I don't know if it's because he wants to be with Huda or he really believes in his heart that Jeremiah ain't shit. I don't know, but it's starting to get a little bit obsessive. But in this situation, Ace, Belle Dasher left the house and you acting just like her. Like, cause this is the reason that people wanted Belle Dasher gone, because she wanted to get kisses on the cheeks and not be affectionate and all this kind of stuff, and wait till the last minute to do that. Now her ass is packed up going home. You acting the same goddamn way. Like, you over here talking about some, oh, we can be friends, some did I make a mistake. It's like, and then like she said, this ain't Friendship Island. Like, you want to be friends so bad, like, then why the fuck did you pick her? Why the fuck did you pick her if you knew you was gonna be like this? Like, what girl was gonna be okay with us just being friends and you want to go and explore everyone else? Especially, like, huh? Like, Ace, you was so fucking weird. Now, Ace, you are on my shit list. I don't know how you can pick yourself back up from this. I'm not sure. I don't know how you gonna do it, but shoot, I don't know. And then that's where the episode ended, because Amaya was just annoyed with Ace, because like I said, it's like the upteen time they done talked about the same situation, and I can see why she's getting frustrated. But then we got that preview next week, and I'm not liking it because my girl Shelly and Amaya, they're going at it, and I said, oh my god, please let them just talk it out. Please just talk it out, because I love Shelly. And I really do like Amaya. I just don't like the whole like talking over. And Shelly said the same thing. She said, you're talking over me. Amaya, that's what's gonna get you messed up, because like I said, Shelly, she's just like me. I don't like that shit at all. And she's only doing it with the guys. She ain't dealt with the girls yet. So it's getting messy. I like that we get in drama, but I don't like this drama with two people that I like. That's the only fucked up part about it. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for y'all for this episode. This episode was stressful, but it did keep me on my toes, though. I'm so ready to see what happens in this upcoming week now. Where are the men bombshells? That's all I'm saying. Bring them in. If they don't bring them in by this week, I'm gonna know something. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got before I get up out of here. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay, let's go ahead and keep getting these engagements up for my Love Island videos. That's all I got for you guys this episode, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.